Okay, so we talked about the university. We talked about the hospitals. How about next, number three? That would have to be, for me, shopping. How convenient is it? How convenient is the shopping? And that would go hand in hand with number two, public transportation. When you're going abroad, like me, I won't be taking a car. And it'll probably be a minute before I learn the roads enough to get one. So public transportation, that's number two. And shopping, the convenience of it, grocery stores, clothing stores, all of that, the convenience of it. And finding ones that I can communicate with, like people that would understand basic English and understand that I'm learning, basics in their language, and we can sort of communicate. So those are the number three and number two. What's the number one thing? That one was a tough one because in this country, it would have been um, the police. Definitely. I need to know where the sheriff's department is, the fire department, that kind of thing. Because it's not just a place you go and call 911, but during times of my life when there was violence involved, I would run as a safe space to the fire department. Yes, they got to know me. Hey, it is what it is. They would let me in with my children and take them around and let them look at the trucks and what have you, while somebody else would make sure that I wasn't being followed. And I'll say 3 times out of 4 I was. So, but that was the number one when my children were smaller. This time, number one for me in another country. Wow. Yes, I need to know what the police are, but it's not that significant. Mm-mm. For me, the significant thing would be an American embassy, a consulate, or a place where I could go legally as an immigrant from another country and make sure I'm taken care of in that country. Okay? So these are my top 5. And that's going to be what I hit the ground looking for. Once I find my Verbo or Airbnb or whatever, that's going to be it for me. If I can navigate those things and find them, I can live anywhere. And I say that because they all go hand in hand. They're all a part of what I need to survive. They're all a part of what has to happen. And it's what I'm going to need day in and day out. So there's more to that list, but those are the top 5. And I said top 5 because I think every person, once you make the decision to do that, like move abroad, you need to really make this thing simple, make it doable, make it real. And when I say make it real, it became real for me. When, like I told my daughter and my sons, I had one thing to happen that has to happen in order for this to be real for me. And that was this. When it came in the mail, I was like, there's no going back now. I've invested so much money and time in getting it. There's no going back now. And that's the last thing I'll talk to you about. A lot of people will leave that out there because it's a good safety net for you. It keeps you from panicking wherever you go. But I'm that person that tells myself once I hit the new soil, I have no idea what that is. I just know it's a lot of birds. Sounds like an aircraft. Okay? Let's see. It is. Medevac. Anyway, forgive me. I don't give myself the option. Okay? And in order to make something work that's new in your life, that's going to be different, that's going to be foreign, you have to give that to yourself. You have to do that. I don't give myself the option. when I left my home state and moved to this one, or any state I've lived in, I don't give myself the option. And the option is going back to where I was. Going back to where I was. There's no going back for me. There's no going back, to live and to set up domicile, There's none of that. I go back to visit relatives and an occasional friend or two while I'm there, but no, there are no options. So those are my top 5. You've seen the decision. That was to decide to do it. And the other decision was, where am I going? Okay? And I'm not putting that out here because, well, let's just say it. I'm not ready for everybody to know just yet which direction I'm going. But it'll be a surprise, but trust me. But knowing that you want to do this, knowing the direction you want to go in, finding your top 5 non-negotiables. That's the name of the list that is in my house right now. Finding your top 5 non-negotiables. If those things aren't there, you really can't function. And after that, stepping out there doing it. Giving yourself the no option. There's no option for me. So, there you have it. I hope that helps someone. And, wow, I call this the Porch to Portugal, but that's one of my stopovers. Yeah, that's one of my stopovers. So, I got to get there first. Exactly. Once I'm there, I know it's no turning back. So, I hope that helps. If you can use it, use it. If not, hit me in the comments, post your questions. If you have a question, put a Q on that big boy so I'll know it. We can zoom in on it. And, I'll post the answer for you right back up there. Or do a video about it. So, like I said, there are certain things you really have to decide, and they're no-brainers. And once you make the decision, no options. There's no going back now. So, wishing you all love and peace. It is November here in Kentucky. Girl, oh, it's cold in these hills. So, love to everybody. Be safe. And remember, kindness is free. So why don't you have it?